What if the secret to a long-lived gut was hiding in your fruit bowl? What if a 3-day reset with an ordinary apple could sweep metabolic ash from the chimney of your body, so that a tiny 2-minute ritual the next morning can actually strike the pilot light and let your system burn cleaner? In the next several minutes, I'll give you a precise, repeatable ritual you can do at home, the exact materials and timing, and a simple way to track whether it's moving your energy, bloating, and clarity. If this speaks to you and you're ready to try a focused week-long test, type "I ignited" in the comments now and commit to the experiment with the community. For context, in readings attributed to a sleeping prophet lineage, practitioners have used a short apple-only fast as a first sweep. 3 days of organic Genetian or Jonathan apples and plenty of water, sometimes followed by a small olive oil renewal. Think of the apples as a biological broom. They're not a cure, they're a preparatory clean. The point of that 3-day fast is to loosen and carry away accumulated debris, the metabolic ash that makes it hard to light and sustain a steady internal flame. But sweep the hearth and then leave it cold, and the home stays dark. That's why the fast is only half the method. A crucial interruption: safety first. This ritual is presented as an ancestral tool and a habit design practice, not medical treatment. If you have any thyroid disease, Hashimoto's, diagnosed hypothyroidism, hyperthyroidism, or are on thyroid hormone replacement, anti-thyroid medication, or other endocrine therapies, consult your healthcare provider before trying this. If you are pregnant or nursing, do not attempt the iodine ritual without medical approval. Do not stop or alter prescribed medications based on anything you hear here. If you experience palpitations, unexplained flushing, tremors, dizziness, or any new alarming symptoms during or after the ritual, stop immediately and contact your clinician. These cautions are non-negotiable. Now, the key insight that bridges the apple fast to the 2-minute practice. Once you've swept the ash, the system becomes receptive to a very small, precise spark. The readings describe a preparation often referred to as atomic iodine, sometimes called atomidine or even forbidden oil in certain traditions. Frame that language as descriptive and ritualistic. The terms come from a lineage, not from a pharmacology textbook. Conceptually, imagine your thyroid as the hearth, a slow, steady source of metabolic warmth, and the pineal as a subtle pilot light that helps regulate day-night tone. This ritual is designed to be a gentle, symbolic ignition inside that cleared space. Materials you'll need: a clean glass vessel, no plastic, room temperature filtered water, the iodine preparation, use only the product you trust, and remember the rule, 1 drop only, and a quiet place where you can breathe for 2 minutes without interruption. Keep the bottle upright when you draw the drop. Do not drip multiple drops. Precision matters here because the practice is about tiny, repeatable acts. The exact ritual: follow these steps without adding or subtracting. Count to 1. In the morning, after the 3-day apple fast, or on any morning when you're doing the follow-up ritual, pour filtered room temperature water into a glass until it reaches the halfway point. This is the half-glass marker. Trust the feel rather than an exact milliliter count. 2. Hold the iodine bottle upright and add 1 single drop into the water. 1 drop only. Do not exceed 1 drop. 3. With the glass in your hand, perform a gentle clockwise swirl. Do not stir violently. The motion is soft and intentional, like coaxing a small spark across the surface. The clockwise direction is part of the ritual language in this lineage. It's a gentle, symbolic motion. 4. Bring the glass to your lips and begin a 2-minute rhythmic sipping cadence. Take a small sip every 5 to 8 seconds, so roughly 1 sip, breathe, 1 sip, breathe, synchronizing each sip with a diaphragmatic inhale and a soft exhale. Keep your shoulders relaxed, your jaw soft. The sips should be tiny, steady, and mindful, not gulps. Continue this pattern for a full 2 minutes. 5. Repeat this ritual each morning for 5 consecutive mornings, then take 2 days off. The schedule is 5 on, 2 off. That pattern lets the system experience a regular nudge and then a short rest. A few practical clarifications. Use glass because plastic can interact subtly with certain compounds and because the practice is designed as a mindful physical ceremony. Room temperature water prevents shock to the system and supports a calm ingestion. The clockwise swirl and the timed sip cadence are part of the ritual's coherence. Follow them as given. Do not add anything else to the water. Do not increase the drops on any day. The single drop rule is intentional. What are you looking for as signals? Track 3 simple daily metrics for 7 days: bloating, energy, and clarity. For bloating and energy, score each day on a 0-10 scale, 0 meaning no bloating or 0 energy, 10 meaning severe bloating or very high energy. Choose the scale direction that feels clear to you and keep it consistent. Then write a one-line clarity note each day, one sentence that captures sleep quality, mental sharpness, appetite cues, or emotional steadiness. Keep these records in a notebook or on your phone. Many people report early shifts by day 3. Others only notice changes as a trend across the full week. Treat single-day swings as noise and look for directionality across the 7 days. A few examples of the tracking shorthand. Day 1, bloating 6, energy 4, clarity, fog lifting afternoon. Or day 4, bloating 2, energy 7, clarity, fewer food cravings. After 7 days, distill your week into a one-line result. Less bloating, steadier energy, no change, and share that in the comments. Do not use community feedback to make clinical decisions. Use it as motivational data for your own observance. Why this pattern might feel meaningful. On a symbolic and physiological level, the apple fast clears the lumen, the debris that dampens nutrient signaling and microbial balance, while the iodine ritual is a subtle internal wash that the lineage describes as relighting a pilot. Again, this is traditionally referenced language. We are not claiming definitive pharmacological mechanisms here. Think of the thyroid as a hearth that responds to small regular signals, and of the pineal as part of the body's timekeeping orchestra that can be nudged toward steadier rhythms when the system is less clogged. Important safety reminders embedded in practice. If you are on thyroid medication, levothyroxine, liothyronine, antithyroid drugs, or any endocrine therapy, speak with your clinician before trying this. If you are pregnant, breastfeeding, or trying to conceive, get professional approval first. If you begin to feel palpitations, tremors, heart racing, flushing, severe lightheadedness, or any acute change, stop immediately and contact medical care. Do not use this ritual as a stand-in for medical advice or for managing a diagnosed endocrine disorder. A few practical tips to support faithful tracking and integration. Find a quiet surface to perform the ritual, tray, small table, kitchen counter, and place a simple 3-line tracker nearby. Bloating 0-10, energy 0-10, clarity 1 line. Set a gentle alarm if you need reminding for the 5 consecutive mornings. Keep your shoulders soft, breathe into your belly between sips, and resist the temptation to rush. The practice is built around restraint. Small acts, repeated, yield an accumulative signal to the system. If you're already part of the week test, commit by typing "I ignited" in the comments right now. That's the only mid-video ask I'm making. No spam, no long forms, just a shared intent among seekers. After your 7 days, come back and post one short line about what you observed: less bloating, steadier energy, or no change. Share your one-line result in the comments so others can see a spectrum of responses. Remember, community feedback is for support and curiosity, not for clinical decisions. As you close the week and look at your tracker, reflect on what the ritual represents beyond physiology. Tending a hearth, clearing the chimney so the little pilot light can hold. Small, precise acts, an apple, a single drop, a 2-minute mindful sip, are the opposite of dramatic promises. They're modest commitments that respect sovereignty over your body and your rhythms. If the ritual resonates, integrate it into your practice with caution, attention, and the humility to stop if anything feels off. If you found this clear and you're ready to join the experiment, type "I ignited" now. After your 7 days, come back and post one-line results. That's our shared ledger of observation. If you want to see more practical rituals like this, rituals that marry ancestral practice with habit science, Hit like and subscribe so we can keep building this community lab together. Tend your hearth well, clear the ash, and gently light the pilot.